Hey everyone, and welcome to a unit review of Legendary Alm. Finally, he got an ult, and a Legendary ult on top of that. I mean, we kinda saw it coming. Lukas and Genny got an ult, and Alm was bound to be a Legendary hero since he's the protagonist of Shadows of Valentia. And you know, he's alright. Alm's not crazy like Roy was, but he's not bad. Anyways, this review will go over his stats, competition, skill synergy, counters, and builds. Let's begin.
For the future!
The Saint King Alm enters the battlefield as a colorless bow infantry unit. We've been hyping Legendary Alm up to be a red bow infantry unit. You know, to finish the triangle of red, blue, green archers in the legendary pool. Lyn, Lucina, Alm. Guess not. Guess he'll be the colorless one. It's definitely interesting. There are a lot of other colorless archers, but Alm stands out. And when I mean stand out, I mean it. Alm's standout stats are his attack and speed. He has an offensive spread of 37-37. Alm is a monster on offense. He comes in and destroys. We waited so long for an Alm ult, and it was worth it. His other stats are alright. His HP is fairly high, and he has a Seer Boon and defense. So if you're looking to make a defensive Alm, he's got you. His res sucks, which is to be expected. But he also has a Seer Boon in res, so you might be able to make a res build. Probably with guard bow. For a comparison, let's take a look at Bridal Cordelia. She used to have the title of the best offensive colorless bow infantry archer because she has a 35-35 offensive spread. Sad to say, Alm outclasses her. Better attack and speed, and he's got a personal weapon and special. Time really catches up, huh? Also, did you know that Alm's BST 161 to 163 is almost the same as Halloween Jacob, who is an armored unit? Gen 3, man, this is crazy. Now for skills. Alm is pretty good. Like, he's not super busted, except for stats. His personal bow, Luna Arc, is fantastic, but it's not insane. The +3 speed is very nice. It pushes him to 40 base speed. Its special effect is when Alm initiates combat, it deals damage equal to 25% of the foe's defense. So let's say the foe has 32 defense. 25% of 32 is 8, so Alm will get 8 more damage. Since it says deal damage, I'm assuming it acts like pure damage. This is really good, especially since we have so many high defense units as of late. Not only can Alm deal heavy damage with base 37 attack, he can also guarantee damage done. And if you're dealing with special, vengeful, or wary fighter, guaranteed damage is very nice. And the best part is that his special doesn't mess with Luna Arc. His special is Lunar Flash, a 2-turn special exclusive to Legendary Alm. It acts like Moonbow, but slightly different. First off, when it procs, it treats the foe's defense res as if it was reduced by 20%. This is 10% lower than regular Moonbow, and by trading that 10%, it gets an additional effect. It boosted damage by 20% of Alm's speed. This treating the defense res as if it was reduced does not affect Luna Arc. That's what I meant by it doesn't mess with it. It's kind of a trade-off. You're missing out on 10%, but instead you're getting damage from your speed. The most obvious con anyone can say is that if Alm's fighting a high defense unit, he might want that 10%, but I don't think so. And that's because of his A skill, Darting Blow 4. When Alm initiates combat, he gets +9 speed. First of all, with his base stats and Luna Arc, Alm would have 49 speed. That's wild. There aren't that many units who have the speed to avoid a double from him. It's kind of funny that he's so fast as a legendary hero, when his regular form is like moderately fast. But with 49 speed, Alm can get around 10 points of damage from Lunar Flash. And once you stack buffs like drives, hones, and more, Lunar Flash can be even stronger. Second, it gives +9 speed? That's more than Deathblow 4. To be fair, Deathblow can fit a bit more units. The main problem with Darting Blow is power. It's great that you can double more units, but it's not great when you can't deal damage. It's like giving it to regular Omen. Yeah, she can quad, but she can't deal damage. And that's really sad. Well, to me, because Omen's a cool character and she deserves more. Aside from that, it's good for Alm since he has high attack and his skills give him guaranteed damage. So even though he's not getting some attack bonus, he is getting the double. As for his other skills, they're pretty nice. No follow-up is fantastic for countering Vengeful Fighter and Wary Fighter units. Even though Alm isn't red color and doesn't have high defense, with no follow-up, he can take down Myrrh. He also has Odd Attack Wave, Combined with Darting Blow, Alm is filled with mighty offensive power. For counters, magic units are going to be a pain. Alm doesn't exactly have good res to take a magical hit. Raven-Tailed mages are going to be a pain. Panic status will reverse the odd attack wave buff and lower Alm's damage output. Now for builds. I'm going to show some standard builds, you know, the ones that make sense and are recommended, then I'll show some fun builds. First build, Saint on a budget. This build doesn't take too much effort. All of Alm's skills are pretty solid already, but what really brings it all together is Flashing Blade Seal. With base 40 speed and Darting Blow 4, Alm can easily activate Flashing Blade, and with that, he'll be able to proc Lunar Flash on his second hit. And that's it. Like I said, it's simple. One seal does it all. And this time, it's fine that I say Flashing Blade since infantry can use it. I've made so many mistakes with Flashing Blade, like with Legendary Alm. Oh, and if you want, you can run Slaying Bow. I didn't want to make a Slaying build since Lunar Arc is just better with a special. Sure, the cooldown drop is nice, but just run Flashing Blade. Second build, Maximum Flash. I'm having trouble deciding if this is standard or a fun build. I mean, it's Darting Blow 7. Alm gets plus 15 speed when he initiates. Lunar Flash does 11 points of damage. 40 plus 15 is 55 times 20%, which is 0.2, gets you 11. I know you came for Alm, not math, but math is pretty important. Third build, Brave King. I don't believe I mentioned this, but Darting Blow 4 is really good on Brave Weapon users. Not only does it fix their 5 speed loss, it gives them an extra plus 4 speed. If Alm is going to quad hit and his special cooldown is ready to go, he can proc Lunar Flash twice during combat. Only problem with Brave Bow is that it lowers the extra damage from Lunar Flash. Fourth build, Fire Conqueror. Okay, you saw this coming. 37-37 offensive spread? No duh, Fire Sweep is going to be amazing on him. Depending on your choice, you can keep Darting Blow or go with Life and Death, and depending on what you typically fight, you should run Brazen Attack Defense or Darting Blows in the Seal slot. Chills are typically good for B slots. Attack, defense, speed are all good options. Speed is not as recommended. More times than not, Alm is going to double, so maybe the speed debuff won't be too helpful compared to defense. Fifth build, Fishy Saint. Being able to stop Vengeful Fighter and Wary Fighter is nice. Desperation is also very nice, and it just so happens that we have a way to do both. Taking away Lunar Arc does decrease some of his damage output, but Alm does have 37 attack. Just run Brazen Attack Defense to get some of that power back. It's not complicated. I just thought Alm would make use of Fishy Bow really well. Sixth build, Conqueror's Castle. Like I said, Alm has the power to run a decent guard bow set. The set is mainly for AR, people see him, they get their speed up to topple him, only to be doubled because of Darting Stance. With a res boon, he has decent mixed bulk. He could get 32 defense res when a rangeful attacks him. Plus decent defense for the A slot, Alm can get 38 defensive res. And Alm doesn't really need to invest too much into speed since it's already so high. This also takes care of his res weakness. 7th build, Saintly Debuffs. With that high speed, Wind Sweep is great on Alm. And with Clarice's bow, he can come in, attack, and debuff without getting hit back. If you're having trouble with magical units, use Water Sweep instead. If you prefer the Panic status, Monstrous Bow also works too. And while you're at it, run Double Savage Blow, or maybe a Smoke skill. So, should you summon for Alm? He's got some amazing offensive stats, like no kidding. He's also got a lot of potential in his defensive res. Darting Blow 4 is a pretty nice skill to go away if you want. His legendary effect allows pair up, which is very appealing. If you do summon for him, you might get pity broken by Winter Erica or Leanne. On the other hand, you've already invested into a good offensive archer. Alm is good, but you want to save for the Bridal Banner in June. Not everyone benefits from Darting Blow as much as Death Blow. No follow-up is decent, but not that good. Thanks for watching, I hope you found this informative. Subscribe for more Emblem Heroes content and leave a like. Follow me on Twitter at exalt_Ty for updates and reactions. With all that, stay hydrated folks and go beat up Duma.